Did you know there's a country where smiling at weddings is considered bad manners?
Where women stride down dusty roads with the confidence of supermodels. Where a high forehead isn't just beauty, it's wisdom.
A land where wooden bicycles, built by hand, haul impossible loads up volcanic slopes.
And where jungles whisper secrets that even explorers fear to uncover. This is the Democratic Republic of the Congo, raw, untamed, and pulsing with life. Get ready for 15 mind-blowing facts about DR Congo that will make you see Africa in a way you never imagined.
Number 15. The country with the strangest geography on Earth.
The Democratic Republic of the Congo, often called the sleeping giant of Africa, is massive. But it's not just the size that's unusual. DR Congo is the only country in the world where the equator slices right through the middle, creating one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. Although mostly landlocked, it still manages to claim a tiny 25-mile slice of coastline along the Atlantic Ocean. The result? A hot, humid climate with rainfall reaching up to 100 inches annually, fueling the Congo rainforest, the second largest jungle on the planet after the Amazon. Yet remarkably, they're united by a single official language, French. Number 14. Africa's only long-headed tribe, the Mangbetu. Tucked deep in the northeastern jungles of DR Congo is one of the most visually striking tribes in the world, the Mangbetu. For generations, Mangbetu women practiced limpombo, an ancient tradition of head binding to elongate the skull, a sign of beauty, intelligence, and status. But their culture goes far beyond aesthetics. Unlike many neighboring hunter-gatherer groups, the Mangbetu developed a sophisticated kingdom with royal courts, intricate music, and advanced artistry. They were renowned for ivory carvings, bark cloth paintings, and wooden instruments that mimicked the sounds of the rainforest. Amazingly, they even engraved astronomical maps onto ivory, used to guide hunting and ceremonies, a blend of science and spirituality. In the early 20th century, European photographers were stunned by the Mangbetu's elegance. Images of long-headed women appeared in books and museums worldwide, becoming a global symbol of African beauty. Number 13. The proud women of Congo's red soil. On the dusty red roads of Central Africa, you'll witness one of the most powerful sights in the world, Congolese women in motion. Balancing entire marketplaces on their heads, bananas, buckets of water, bricks, firewood, and even pots and pans, they walk with unmatched elegance. Their feet may be bare, but their posture is regal. They glide like runway models, not in Milan or Paris, but on Congo's dirt paths. By day, they are farmers, traders, mothers, and community leaders. Some even take charge of the village's informal banks, handling cash, credit, and risk better than Wall Street. In some regions, women are even empowered to propose marriage, and if turned down, the man must return the bride price, or at least a chicken. If their fearlessness inspires you, comment the number 8 below. Number 12. The land of wooden motorcycles. Meet the Chikudu. Forget Harley-Davidson. In eastern Congo, the real ride of pride is made of wood, and it's called the Chikudu. Built entirely by hand, with no engine, pedals, or brakes, the Chikudu is a wooden two-wheeler that looks like a cross between a scooter and a delivery truck. Yet, despite its primitive design, it can haul over 600 pounds of bananas, charcoal, rice, even refrigerators up steep volcanic hills. Crafted in just 2 to 3 days using wood, ropes, used tires, and cooking oil for maintenance, each Chikudo is a personal masterpiece. And just like Americans customize their motorcycles, Congolese riders paint their Chukudus,
add bells, stickers, and even names. Instead of sitting and pedaling, riders stand beside it and push with one foot, coasting downhill with skill and grace, like skateboarders on jungle highways. In Goma, there's even an annual Chukudu race, where dozens of men race downhill in full control of these heavy, handcrafted beasts, Congo's own version of Formula One. Number 11. The world's shortest and wisest people. Deep within Congo's vast rainforests live one of humanity's most ancient tribes, the Pygmies. Standing less than 4 feet 11 inches tall, these indigenous people may be short in height, but their connection to nature and tradition runs deeper than most civilizations ever reach. Rather than writing history books, they sing it. Each song passed down tells stories of ancestors, animals, seasons, and love. These aren't just melodies, they are oral archives, living libraries set to rhythm. Leadership here is unique. No single person rules. Decisions are made communally, with everyone from elders to children seated in a circle. Every voice heard before a choice is made. Homes are built in hours. Temporary dome-shaped huts made from branches and leaves, ready to move with the forest as the seasons shift. To them, movement isn't chaos, it's life in balance with nature. One of their most profound rituals is called making friends with the forest. When a child is born, they are taken into the jungle, introduced to the trees, rivers, and birds, as if welcomed into a vast, living family. Number 10. Sapeur, the gentleman of elegance in the heart of Kinshasa. In the chaotic, dust-covered streets of Kinshasa, amid makeshift rooftops and crowded alleys, you might spot something totally unexpected. A man walking like he owns the runway in Paris, dressed head to toe in Gucci, Versace, or Yves Saint Laurent. Meet the sapeurs, members of la SAP, the Société des Ambianceurs et des Personnes Élégantes, a flamboyant fashion movement born right here in the heart of DR Congo. They're not wealthy businessmen. By day, many are barbers, security guards, or mechanics. But by weekend, they transform into icons of style and self-expression, often spending months saving up to buy just one designer item, an Italian leather shoe, a silk tie, or a tailored suit. But La Sape isn't just about wearing fancy clothes. It's about dignity, identity, and defying poverty with elegance. There are even rules. No fakes allowed. Never more than 3 primary colors per outfit. Always polite, never violent. Number 9. Hemba wooden statues, Congo's sacred carvings of the ancestors. In the peaceful, red soil villages along the Lualaba River in southeastern DR Congo, the Hemba people live close to the earth and even closer to their ancestors. At the center of their spiritual life lies the Singiti, beautifully carved wooden statues that represent revered family members who have passed on. These aren't decorations. They are believed to carry the living spirit of ancestors, watching over the household, protecting the family, and ensuring good harvests and harmony. Each Singiti statue stands around 1 to 2 feet tall, with calm faces, closed eyes, and seated postures carved from sacred hardwood. Only clan chiefs or direct heirs are allowed to keep them. During special rituals, the statues are cleansed with palm oil, placed on earthen altars, and spoken to, as if they are still part of the family. Stories of the ancestors are told through these statues. They are living links between generations, passing wisdom not through books, but through wood, spirit, and ceremony. Number 8. The no-smiling wedding tradition of DR Congo. Picture a wedding, and you likely imagine smiling faces, laughter, and celebration. But in some rural communities of DR Congo, Especially among the Luba and Bashi people, smiling is strictly forbidden for the bride. Instead, she must remain solemn and composed throughout the ceremony. Why? Because marriage here isn't just about love, it's a sacred transition. A young woman is stepping into adulthood, responsibility, and the deep expectations of motherhood and family honor. A serious expression shows she understands the weight of commitment, respects the ancestors, and honors her future in-laws. A bride who laughs or smiles too much may be seen as immature or unserious. In many villages, elder women coach the bride beforehand, teaching her how to hold a neutral, respectful expression. And during the ceremony, a single glance from her mother or aunt is enough to remind her, this is tradition. This is respect. Number 7. Kinshasa, the capital city you've never heard of. Welcome to Kinshasa, a city so wild, so alive, and so unexpected, it might just be the biggest capital you've never heard of. Perched along the banks of the Congo River, Kinshasa sits directly across from Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of the Congo. It's the only place in the world where two national capitals face each other across a river, just 2 kilometers apart. A geographical mic drop you won't find anywhere else. With over 17 million people, Kinshasa is one of the largest cities on the planet, bigger than Paris, Rome, or London. It's the beating heart of DR Congo, politically, economically, and culturally. Step into Kinshasa and you step into a non-stop rhythm. Traffic that dances instead of flows. Streets alive with music from soukous to gospel. Every corner feels like an open-air stage where life is both spontaneous and spectacular. One moment, you're dodging minibuses while someone balances a full basket on their head. The next, you're watching teens breakdance in the middle of a crowded terminal. It's chaotic, but it's beautiful chaos. Kinshasa hosts opera singers in open-air markets, jazz nights under the stars, and boxing matches lit by motorbike headlights. In most countries, opera is reserved for grand theaters. In Kinshasa, it's performed right next to vegetable stalls, raw, powerful, and heartfelt. Number 6. Natural wonders straight out of a dream. Think Africa is all savanna and safaris? Think again. The Democratic Republic of Congo is home to some of the most surreal, cinematic landscapes on Earth. Let's start with Lake Kivu, a stunning blue lake on the border of Rwanda and Congo. Tranquil, peaceful, until you learn what's underneath. Billions of cubic meters of methane and CO2 are trapped beneath its surface, turning this paradise into a pressurized geological time bomb. It's Yellowstone meets Lake Tahoe with a mysterious twist. Then there's Virunga National Park, Africa's oldest national park and one of the last strongholds of wild mountain gorillas. One look into a gorilla's eyes here, and you'll feel something ancient awaken in you. No zoo or safari can replicate it. And for thrill seekers, meet Mount Nyiragongo, an active volcano with a boiling lava lake that glows red against the night sky. It's otherworldly, mesmerizing, like staring into the Earth's beating heart. But DR Congo's natural magic doesn't stop there. There's the Okapi Wildlife Reserve, home to one of the strangest animals on Earth, the okapi, a zebra-giraffe hybrid that looks like it stepped out of a child's dream. And yet, it's real, and it only exists in Congo. Number 5. A land rich in cobalt, but not in wealth. The Democratic Republic of the Congo holds over 70% of the world's cobalt reserves, a mineral essential for powering Teslas, smartphones, and even the laptop or phone you're using right now. You'd think this would make DR Congo one of the richest countries on Earth. But here's the brutal irony. Most Congolese citizens still live on less than $2 a day. Deep underground, young men and women work with little more than plastic buckets, handheld flashlights, and shovels, crawling through narrow tunnels to unearth bluish-silver rocks. Some call it the California gold rush of the 21st century, but instead of gold, they're digging cobalt. On a good day, an artisanal miner might bring up a small bundle worth just a few dollars, barely enough for a meal. Number 4. The marry all three custom of the Congo. In most cultures, marriage is between two people. But in some parts of eastern DR Congo, especially in South Kivu province, love sometimes comes in threes. Here's how it works. If a man falls in love with one girl from a set of twins or triplets, he may be expected to marry the entire set. This isn't folklore, it's a real and practiced tradition. Why? Because in Congolese belief, twins and triplets share one spiritual soul divided across multiple bodies. To marry only one is seen as a spiritual imbalance and could bring misfortune to the family. In 2022, a man named Luiso made headlines across Africa when he married identical triplets, Nat, Asha, and Natalie. Wearing matching white dresses, they walked down the aisle together as traditional drums pounded and dancers twirled in celebration. Each bride got her own bedroom, but the wedding was a shared celebration, where love, culture, and belief merged into one unforgettable moment. Number 3. The festival spirit of Congo, where music is a prayer. When it comes to cultural celebrations, few countries rival the festive heartbeat of DR Congo. Here, festivals aren't just events, they're rituals, prayers, and living history. Take the Mask Festival in Kasai and Katanga regions. Villagers wear elaborate wooden masks representing ancestors, mythical beasts, or legendary heroes. Through dance and storytelling, they honor life, death, harvests, and spiritual awakenings. While funerals in the West are quiet, in DR Congo, they're full of music, movement, and storytelling, where everyone gathers to share grief and joy as one community. In the city of Goma, tens of thousands flock to the Amani Peace Festival every February. It's one of the largest peace-centered music festivals in Africa, bringing together artists from across the continent to promote unity through art and rhythm. And then there's the Ngoma Festival, a thunderous celebration of traditional drums. The sound of giant drums carries across open fields, echoing prayers for rain, good harvests, or successful marriage. Number 2. The real cost of living in Congo. So, is life in DR Congo affordable? In Kinshasa, a decent one-bedroom apartment in a central area rents for about $450 to $600 per month. Move further out, and it drops to around $300. Monthly utility bills, electricity, water, and trash range from $80 to $120. Fast fiber optic internet? Around $50 a month. If you shop at local markets and cook at home, expect to spend about $150 to $200 on groceries per person monthly. A meal in a mid-range restaurant? Around $5 to $8, roughly 70% cheaper than in the US. Public transport like buses or motorcycle taxis costs just $1 to $2 per ride. Private taxis run about $5 to $10, depending on the distance. Gym memberships range from $20 to $40, and basic health care or dental services are 60 to 70% cheaper than in the US, though quality varies. In total, a single person can live comfortably in Kinshasa on around $800 to $1,000 per month, 30 to 40% of what you'd spend in the West. Number 1. Eating like a local, a culinary journey through Congo. If food tells the story of a people, then DR Congo's cuisine is bold, soulful, and unforgettable. Start with poulet moambe, the unofficial national dish. Chicken is simmered in a thick sauce of palm butter, garlic, chili, onions, and fermented palm nut paste called muamba. Locals call it the soul dish, and for good reason. Each bite is a blend of spice, richness, and memory. It's served with fufu, a sticky dough made from cassava or cornmeal. Think of it as an edible spoon, flavorless on its own, but perfect for soaking up rich sauces.
And here's something fun. Congolese people don't eat with forks or knives. They eat with their hands. It's part of the experience.
Street food? It's everywhere. From makala, crispy fried dried fish eaten like chips, to le bouquet de poisson, fish steamed in banana leaves with garlic and chili, DR Congo's street food is as full of character as it is flavor.
Oh, and if you're an expat craving the familiar, yes, there's even a Costco-style store in Kinshasa. But real food lovers, they stick to the streets.